And I'm so proud to be able to be here in Rosamond on this day because we have two opportunities today to offer the residents of Rosamond two different types of facilities. One will be our community center, which is located here on Diamond Street, and we have a variety of classes that have been planned here. We had our first class this morning, our Zumba exercise class, and this afternoon we're going to be opening up a skateboard park for the youth of the community. People think that being in the field of recreation is nothing but fun, but there's a lot of hard work that goes into planning these types of activities and a lot of organization. And personally, you get satisfaction being able to see people participate in activities that they have wanted or perhaps just thought about. Yes, in approximately, I'd say 2, maybe 3 months, we will have our administration office located down here, and so people will be able to stop in. We'll be more accessible to these folks, be able to take the registration here on site. Sure. And get hopefully some volunteers from the community or some folks who would like to get a little extra money in their pocket and become an independent contractor. So we have a lot of great things that we can accomplish by being down here on site.
I teach a basic Zumba class. It's Latin dance aerobics. It's Latin beats like cumbia and merengue, and we add some extra exercise moves to them to get a full body workout.
I see. And today was the first class in the new rec center?
Yes, sir, it was.
And how did it work out?
It worked great. We had 8 gals come on in, and they enjoyed themselves. They sweat hard and did great.
How long does a class last?
It's an hour long, and we're going to continue until people stop showing up.
I think this is an excellent use for what was once our little library that then, of course, we went and got the Wander Kirk Library. And we need a meeting place for our organizations that meet once a week, twice a month, something like that. And I think there's about 6 organizations that are planning to use this already.
Sure.
Kathy, on behalf of the Rosamond Chamber, it is indeed our pleasure to send you. It's appreciated.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Hey!
Perfect.
Go ahead, cut it. All right. Come on in. All right.
I think the community center for everybody is a good thing. It'll be a further expansion of the Rosamond Community Service District, who have Rosamond at their heart and a leader in our community. And I think it'll be a good thing for the entire community, not just a neighborhood.
I think it's a great opportunity for the Rosamond community. You see the progress and the growth in the city, and something typically like this is where the community comes together to do something for the community itself. It's a tremendous venture, and hopefully it's a nice, safe place, not only for children, for adults, but for the entire community. We're very proud to be part of the community of Rosamond.
The road work is progressing quite rapidly, and the dirt has been moved to make this a 4-lane curb gutter sidewalk road that Mr. Mabin found money for this year. Morning, morning, morning. Morning. The trustees had to close this whole school because of budget cuts, and now deeper cuts are going to make them have to lay off teachers and close classes for adult ed and special interest.
All the teachers and our classified employees and our administrators are all here, and I'm very proud that they came out to try to tell the parents and the community what the state budget cuts are doing to their schools. Well, the state has minimum funding requirements, and they're starting to not even match those, so they need to first meet the minimum funding requirements so that we can at least get through year to year without destroying and raising our class sizes to impossible levels. Other programs the state needs to look at is maybe offering incentives for early retirement for teachers so that we can get some new people involved and save some costs there. It's not an easy problem, but we've got to be able to maintain the funding for our schools.
It seems like our legislative body isn't concerned about their education. If it wasn't for education, they wouldn't be in the jobs they're in right now. We've kept for 3 years, we're standing in front of a school that we've already closed because of budget restraints. We're having more budget reductions, up to 1.6 million for next year. That means jobs. And we can't afford to lose our teachers or our classified employees.
Teachers in the Southern Kern Unified School District want to get the message out there that we're frustrated with what's going on in Sacramento and all the continual budget cuts, and that our students are the ones that are really paying the price. We're looking at having to cut back 1.6 million here in our own local district, and it's going to end up being the students that pay for it.
It's going to hurt very much. It's going to hurt in every district. It's going to hurt especially here. We're a very small district. They've planned well and saved well, but it's still going to hurt deeply. You get as much individual instruction time, not as much quality time with teachers, and things of that nature. Less supplies to work with, especially like I teach science, and in the sciences it's going to cut down on labs and other things we can do that make science more fun and creative for kids.
Cutbacks, the first thing that goes in many cases are what are considered additional expenditures such as technology. In today's day and age in society and throughout our economy, there's nothing but technology. Technology interfaces with nearly every job. And without additional money to spend on higher technology for the students to use in their education, there's not going to be that level of engagement or that value added to their education.
The flag at half-mast is for Kathy Campbell, a longtime employee here at the RCSD, who tragically slipped and hit her head on the back of a table and never regained consciousness and died.
Which is, we just got a cadet right out of the academy this week. He's just on his first day of break-in. We've got 8 officers assigned up to Ridgecrest. We're supposed to have a resident sergeant, but we don't have one right now, so we have one of our sergeants down in the area who is traveling up there every day. We had 15 fatal accidents in 2008, and we had 15 in 2009. The biggest problem we're still finding is that the citizens are not wearing their belts. About half of all fatalities, people are not belted. Our drunk driving crashes are down 38%, so we're very happy about that. Our motorist services, that's where we help people change tires, give them directions, stop when they're disabled or broke down, call a tow truck. Those are up 34%. Our officers took care of 7,100 disabled motorists and assisted motorists last year. Our arrests last year, those would include not only drunk driving arrests, but our citations. They were up 43%, total of 22,482 total arrests last year from our Mojave officers. And our DRIs, we arrested 362 drunk drivers last year. 362. And we also...
Now, was that up or down?
That was down, but it was only down by 28%.
And it's for the reason it is for the 4-way test. And thank you very much for coming to speak to us.
The negotiations are at the same spot where they started 5 months ago. The company is refusing to budge on any of their proposals. The union is looking to negotiate, but the company is not coming to the table. Seniority is the number one issue.
Not the money?
Not the money. It's not an economic argument. Their proposal on the money is good. We agree. But for them to try and take away seniority is the biggest issue on the table right now. The company wants to take the younger guys,
right?
Put them on a day shift.
Okay.
Also take the older guys and tell them, oh, you're going to work a night shift today, a day shift tomorrow. Bounce people around where they want them. We understand that, but it's not a safe thing to do. Yes, we have filed for unemployment.
Okay.
The company has locked us out. We are not on strike, so we didn't leave our jobs. Our jobs were taken from us. We want to negotiate. We are not the ones that walked away from the table. The company has put a proposal out and has not budged on it since day one. A negotiation is a negotiation. You negotiate, you meet in the middle. And the company's not taking any steps to meet in the middle.